Welcome back, folks. B Shooter 94, and we're here with episode number 300 of WCW Wednesday Night Nitro. 300th episode overall of Nitro, not of the save. First off, guys, I want to say I apologize for not getting a video out there. I just got back from my cruise, so I do apologize for that delay. But we are going to start pumping some more videos out a little bit quicker than we were, so look forward to that. So we are going to start really pushing, getting these videos out for you. This is our go-home show of Wednesday Night Nitro leading into Uncensored. Tonight we're in front of about 3,000 people at Pat Patterson Park. And we're opening the show with our normal opening video package. We're using all of our major stars, which is B.G. James, Booker T, Diamond Dallas Page, Lance Storm, Rob Van Dam, and our self/owner, Shane McMahon. Last week we found out that it's going to be a fatal four-way for the WCW Championship at Uncensored in a ladder match. Booker T defends against B.G. James, Diamond Dallas Page, and Lance Storm. It's going to be an amazing main event, but let's see what's going to happen here tonight on Wednesday Night Nitro. And we open the show. Shane McMahon comes down to the ring. Excuse me. And he said he had a couple of announcements for the WCW fans. And he says that tonight, before we do anything about the future, I have a couple of announcements for the future, but tonight, our main event will be the 4 participants in the WCW Championship ladder match this Sunday, as it'll be Booker T and Diamond Dallas Page teaming up to face Lance Storm and B.G. James tonight. Also, for our future announcements, tickets do go on sale for Fall Brawl, where we will see the return of War Games to WCW next month in September, and Halloween Havoc will be coming to us in October, so look forward to that. Also, a couple of new signings have been signed on the dotted line here to World Championship Wrestling, and they will be coming soon. One of them will be debuting tonight in the Cruiserweight division. As Shane McMahon is talking, Lance Storm comes down to the ring, and he is saying that it's kind of BS that he has to be in this tag match tonight. He won his match against Diamond Dallas Page last week, which, to be fair, he has a point. Shane McMahon says, but this is the best thing for WCW, and whether you like it or not, Lance Storm, I'm the owner of WCW, and you will have to earn that WCW championship on Sunday by beating 3 men to get it. 68 rating on that overall segment there. 75 out of Shane McMahon, 60 out of Shane, Lance, going back and forth. Excuse me. Both storylines have advanced. Lance Storm was underwhelming. That's okay. And Shane McMahon benefited from having a groundwork of public support. 68 rating on the opening promo. So good stuff here. I like this. This is good. And in our first debut of WCW, we have signed Essa Rios, well, formerly known as Essa Rios. He is now known as Essa Aguila, combining his 2 wrestling names. And he's facing off against a Cruiserweight champion tonight, AJ Styles. And in a bout that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, AJ Styles defeats Essa Aguila in 9:57 by pinfall with a Styles clash. This was a high spots matchup. 70 rating out of AJ, good God. 55 out of Essa Aguila, okay. And got adequate, good. AJ has a hot new move. Wrestling rating was a 62. I'll take that from these two. Crowd rating a 33 and a 64 on the match overall. So, yes, Essa Aguila did lose in his debut, but I wanted to see where he was at. And I don't think this is something where he's going to hurt from this, to be honest. I think this is a situation where, okay, now we know what we have. Let's do something with it, you know? And I don't think Essa Aguila ever got a real chance in American pro wrestling. He kind of, you know, he was with WWE for like a year, and then they were like, oh, Lita, go to the Hardys, and they left him kind of by the wayside. So, good stuff here out of these two. Obviously, he is facing our champion, but he showed really well, 55 in his debut. Post-match, Chavo Guerrero comes out onto the stage, and he talks down AJ Styles, and he says, on Sunday, AJ, The WCW Cruiserweight Championship returns back to La Familia and back to the Guerrero name. So on Sunday, AJ, I'm going to beat your ass. 41 segment there. AJ's obviously ready for the fight as Chavo gets nowhere near the ring because he's all talk for the most part. Storyline has advanced but did lose some heat. 41 on the promo. So we're building this up for the return match here at Uncensored. We get a backstage promo from Rob Van Dam talking about Bob Holly, saying how last week he got his Bob Holly got what was coming to him. Saying that, Bob Holly's been a bully here in WCW ever since he arrived. And last week, Mr. Wednesday Night, Rob Van Dam, beat Bob Holly for his first major defeat here in WCW and showed that you can't always be the bully and get what you want. 75 on the rating out of the promo from Rob Van Dam. Bob Holly's story has advanced, and RVD benefited from all the things. So good stuff here, Rob. Very happy with how this is all coming together. Trying not to force feed Rob Van Dam to a title as quickly as possible, but it's really hard not to. In and about that had good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Rob Van Dam defeats Christopher Daniels in 11:52 by pinfall with a frog splash, following the interference by Billy Kidman. So Billy Kidman came in and distracted Daniels, which led to Rob Van Dam being able to set up for the 5-star frog splash. Does advance a storyline here, which is awesome. 66 on the wrestling, I figured. Crowd of 41, so we're getting that higher. And the segment was a 70. Wow. Okay, RVD got us a 81. Daniels a 51. Daniels and Kidman's story has advanced and gained heat, so that's awesome. It's a storyline I don't even have to put on the pay-per-view yet. Hold on, let me get a little drink here. And it's becoming something, so that's good. Cruiserweight division starting to get there. The rest of the roster is starting to kind of come together here now as we're entering the later parts of 2001, and RVD benefiting from all this stuff here. Obviously, as Daniels is going up the ramp, Kidman is obviously kind of harassing him as they're leaving. RVD is celebrating in the ring. However, here we go. So Christopher Daniels is chasing down Kidman as they go to the back. I forgot I made this a separate thing. 50 rating on that. And RVD is celebrating in the ring as Bob Holly hits the ring and attacks RVD from behind with a steel chair. And he is just working RVD with that chair in the back and hits an Alabama slammer on the chair. Bob Holly is laying down a challenge here, and the challenge is simple. He wants Rob Van Dam at Uncensored in a chairs match. I know, little weird. I'm not the best gimmick, I'm sorry, but I thought it'd be a cool thing for this feud, so he went for it. 58 on the first part of this, which is just Bob Holly attacking RVD, and a 70 on the match challenge. 65 on the overall segment. Storyline has advanced. RVD and Bob Holly both did great here. So we have, okay. So this match is, I think, going to be good in the chairs. I honestly, it's hard to kind of make a chairs match, so it's going to happen to be a little finicky, but it's going to be good. Put Bob Holly on the pay-per-view, which will be nice for him, and RVD and him, I think, will do great things on the pay-per-view regardless, just because they're both decent in ring. So I think this is good. This is good stuff. I want to say this, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, we did end the RVD and Canyon storyline due to Canyon's injury. He is actually off TV at the moment due to that injury, so I just wanted to kind of wrap that up if I hadn't said that before. Okay, we get a really, really rough situation here. Okay. Well, first things first. So the F.B.I. cuts an in-ring promo, Johnny the Bull and Little Guido, Tony Mamaluke, and Tracy Smothers. And they are laying down an open challenge to any tag team in the back that feels they can beat the F.B.I. And this was simply just to put Kaz Hayashi and Jimmy Yang as baby faces. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're turning the Young Dragons, Jimmy Yang and Kaz Hayashi, into baby faces. because we need another babyface tag team. Simple as that, okay? That's all this is. You can guilt trip me into doing a terrible booking decision here with a 25 rating, but you know what? We got to do what we got to do. So we have a tag match coming up here. The Young Dragons, now baby faces. And look, this match is fine. And about that subpar wrestling and little heat, Young Dragons defeat the F.B.I. in 8:03 when Kaz Hayashi pins Tony Mamaluke with a cannonball senton. Tony Mamaluke was the weak link. We knew that. Wrestling rating of 49, crowd of 25, and the segment was a 50. I'll be honest, guys, the F.B.I. is a massive big L for your boy here on this save, and I think it's time we kind of slowly start cutting the cord on that, to be honest. Johnny the Bull's fine, and I think I might keep Guido with him, but I think the other two might have to find different ventures. Jimmy Yang got me a 51, Kaz a 54, Guido a 53, so he's good in ring. He just has no popularity. Mamaluke a 40, the commentary lifted the match. So, Young Dragons are victorious, defeating the F.B.I. as they are now baby faces here in WCW. Backstage, we have Booker T walking up to Diamond Dallas Page backstage in the locker room. And Booker T said, "Look, Page, you and me go way back. We're probably the two OGs here of WCW. Tonight, it's not about this WCW title. And I know on Sunday you're going to give me everything I can handle, and that's totally fine. But tonight, Page, I got your back if you have mine against these two jabrones in the ring tonight." And Page comes back to Booker and says, "Tonight, Book, you and I, we good. But on Sunday, don't think for 1 second that diamond cutter's not coming for you. And as I climb that ladder and grab that WCW championship, I just want you to know, it's no hard feelings." As they both kind of smile and Booker T walks off. 75 rating on the backstage segment there. Both storylines have advanced. They obviously are great off script, which is what we do with them. Good stuff here leading to the main event of Nitro. And in a decent match, we have the Road Warriors defeating 3 Count in 8:28 when Animal pins Shannon Moore with a Doomsday device. Wrestling rating of 55, crowd of 36, and 57 overall. Hawk got us a 62, Animal a 57, Moore a 52, and Courageous a 49. Tag team storyline has advanced. Obviously, the Road Warriors have all the bonuses. So the Road Warriors got a win here tonight, and they are ready for their rematch for the tag titles at Uncensored. As they're celebrating in the ring, though, however. Alright, so this is a long little segment here, so I'll break it down like this. So, the Road Warriors are celebrating as Roddy Piper's music hits, and he walks out onto the stage and says, "Road Warriors, I hope you enjoyed your victory tonight. Because on Sunday, when Palumbo and O'Hare retain those WCW Tag Team Championships over you, I don't want no excuses that the fact that the Road Warriors' time is past here in WCW, and it's time to look to the future, and the future is Sean O'Hare and Chuck Palumbo." They try to slide into the ring to get one up on Animal and Hawk. Animal and Hawk fight back, though, and they're going back and forth until the Road Warriors get them to bail. And the match is made for Sunday. The Road Warriors challenge O'Hare and Palumbo to a tag team street fight that Roddy Piper accepts for the WCW Tag Team Championships. So there was 3 parts to this: 65 on the first one, 54 on the second, and 59 on the third. 59 overall in the whole segment. Storyline advanced and gained heat. Commentary lifted, and Roddy Piper did great at his gimmick. So lots of stuff there, guys. Overall, at the end of this whole situation here, O'Hare and Palumbo tried to get one up on the Road Warriors. Road Warriors fought back, and the match is made. Street fight, tag team titles at Uncensored. Backstage, we have Shane McMahon in his office as Curt Hennig walks in. And he tells Hennig that he will have to defend his WCW United States Championship against Mike Awesome due to the fact that Mike Awesome put in a grievance about the way the contract was put together. So he will get his match at Uncensored. Curt Hennig says, "That's fine, man. Whatever match he thinks he can beat me in, let's go for it." And Shane McMahon says, "Well, that's up to later tonight for you guys to figure out. Right now, I don't have a plan for you. So we'll see what the night brings, and we'll see if what comes of it. But bottom line, Curt Hennig, you'll defend that U.S. title at Uncensored against Mike Awesome, but you are in action right now. 63 on that segment there. So just a quick little foreshadowing to a match being set up. We're going to fix that in a second. U.S. title storyline advance. Curt Hennig improvised well, and Shane did well. 63 overall on the segment. Alright, in a decent match, Johnny the Bull defeats Curt Hennig in 10-20 when Curt Hennig was counted out after being attacked by Mike Awesome. So Mike Awesome actually dragged Curt Hennig out of the ring and beats him down into the steps, and then hits a wicked awesome bomb through the announce table, and then he grabs a microphone as he stands over Curt Hennig and says, "At Uncensored, I will regain my WCW United States Championship match in a tables bout." 57 rating on the match here. Crowd was a 45. Segment was a 62. Hennig got us a 70. Johnny the Bull got us a 45. U.S. title storyline advance, and the commentary lifted the match. This should probably be the attack here. Yep, so Mike Awesome, like I said, attacks Curt Hennig and makes the table match for Uncensored. 51 on that segment there. Storyline struggled with no script, and Curt Hennig did well. Mike Awesome did not, though. That's okay. So the match is made there. Let's just make sure we have the card situated here. Yep, all the matches are set up perfect for Uncensored. So good stuff there. 51 overall on the segment. We get a 2-minute video package. I just put Shane McMahon as the placeholder here, but this is a foreshadowing of a new superstar returning to WCW. We don't see exactly who it is, but all we know is that he's a former champion of WCW. 73 on that segment there. I didn't want to put the person here because it would spoil it, so that's coming soon. We get a backstage promo from BG James and Lance Storm, or it's just BG James, excuse me, and he talks about how tonight him and Lance have to get on the same page, which shouldn't be an issue as they both hate Diamond Dallas Page and hate Booker T. Tonight isn't about the WCW title, it's about weakening both of them so we can come down the two best wrestlers, which is myself and Lance Storm, to make sure that I become the WCW champion. 54 on the backstage promo from BG James, which is a nice little thing here because at the end he talks about all the facts that it's him and Lance tonight, and at the end he talks about how he's going to be the WCW champion, not Lance Storm. So a nice little Easter egg to that little situation there. Both storylines advanced and BG James improvised well. And our main event, and about to have great heat and good wrestling. BG James and Lance Storm defeat Diamond Dallas Page and Booker T in 15 minutes when BG James pins Booker T after hitting him with a foreign object. The match was a storytelling match. BG was the weak link, but we did want him to pin Booker T here to set some things up. Wrestling rating is 67, crowd is 64, and the segment overall is 69. Wow, okay, Lance Storm is 73, BG is 54, Booker is 76, and Page is 64. I wish this was in the 70s, but that's fine. Both storylines have advanced, and Booker T advances from having a hot new move. And that's the show, guys. Let's see what we get here. We end the show with BG James pinning Booker T. So is that a foreshadow for Sunday? We shall see. 69 on the rating there. Let's see what we get for a show rating. We get a 71, which increases our popularity in 10 regions. So, guys, this was the go-home show for Uncensored. Uncensored is going to be a little bit of an odd pay-per-view with some gimmick matches and some matches that are just going to kind of show up on the card. Just, you know, you'll see what I mean. But I want to say thank you guys for keeping the save going and working with me while I've been gone for a little bit here on my cruise. So make sure we're smashing that like goal. We hit over 100 views the last 2 videos, guys. So let's keep that fire going. Make sure you're throwing comments in there. I answer every single one of them. And we'll see you guys for Uncensored coming soon.